All right, people, what's going on? So I did a little video earlier, but some of it's not showing up. So we'll recap what I was saying. Basically going over this, how I set up the electronics. I was having some heat issues with the servos here, and the reason was because they were fighting each other. It was going up to like 190 degrees, but we got all that worked out, and I think you'll see that in the video. But one thing I wanted to point out is, you know, there's some people that we've had issues with and things like that, and butted heads. But I want to tell y'all something. You know, this guy right here, Nitro Freak, at least he's out there trying to do what he wants to do, and that's what this hobby's all about. Regardless of how we feel about each other, or we don't always see eye to eye and all that. And to be honest with you, I have no bad blood against that guy, and I just want to put that out there. I don't thumbs down his videos. Sorry guys, this thing keeps cutting off. So regardless of what people think, I don't thumbs down it, because I believe that to support one another in the hobby. That's why it really pissed me off when I agree with Send at RC, man. People have to start somewhere, and for guys to be on there saying he was running bad and it was hard to watch and all that kind of crap, that's ridiculous, man. You shouldn't do that. Support people in the hobby. Don't try and tear our hobby down. So shout out to you, Freak, man, for doing what you do. And regardless of what you think, brother, I got no issue with you, man, whatsoever. I haven't mentioned you in a couple of months, and the only reason I'm mentioning this now is because I want you to know I do watch your live feed. I do enjoy it. Can't comment on it because, well, you say you ejectoed me, but we all know that I walked out of that live feed for certain reasons. But I have no bad blood about you guys, man. So anyway, continue to do what you do, and don't bring people down in the hobby. Let's support one another regardless. So I don't care about freebies, giveaways, none of that. I can buy whatever I need, obviously. So I just wanted to make a point that we should all support one another, and people that are talking bad or putting people down for trying to progress and do good in the hobby, they're the ones that need to be ejecto-seated. All right, guys, enjoy the video. Part of this, part of my running today with the 8XT, badass backflips, all kinds of stuff, didn't make it. For some reason, my GoPro's not carrying it all the way through. So enjoy what I put up, man. We'll see y'all after a while. Peace. All right, guys, I'm back. So got my lipo. This is a lipo that I run in here. I still want to pick up a lifey though, but everything seems to be good. There's a lot of room in here, but once you get everything in here, it kind of starts shrinking down the room that you have. So my kill switch will go in here. I haven't figured how I'm going to run my kill switch. I think I'm going to come down and under and then in this way or something. I don't know. I'll figure that out. But we got our Killer RC switch here in the back, and we are running the Dark Soul direct. So the issue that I was having, and the battery fits in here, it'll go in just like this, like that. Then all the wires and everything will be down in there. It fits in there really snug, but good. And I use these blocks here. I actually cut this block here to run the indicator light wire through there so it's not sticking out. So we got that, and everything fits in here pretty good. So let me show you guys the issue that I was having with the with the servos, but we got it all worked out. I was testing it with the heat gun. The servo was getting up to like 180 degrees, which is way too much, man. So what I figured out was that the they were fighting each other. So as you can see, I've got the Dark Soul indicator light here, my light for my kill switch here, and then my Killer RC switch there. So basically, got the kill switch on and off there, and then this tells me that I have direct current to the servos. But everything's working now. The two servos, I didn't have them adjusted properly, and one was fighting the other, so it was making them heat up. You really have to have these things dialed in. You don't want them getting really hot. Now they're getting probably around 80, 75, 80 degrees now. They're not heating up hardly at all, just your normal temps. Maybe between 68 and 80 degrees. I think I had the lowest, I had it, the temperature wise, once I got everything proper and set, was 68 degrees on both. So that's good. Yeah, I mean, those are little things that you got to look out for, guys. You don't want to burn these servos out at all. And one thing that I noticed is even at the neutral position on both of these, they're not, the splines don't line up actually straight up and down. They one's a little cockeyed from the other, but I got everything lined up good. They're not fighting each other. I dialed these in first, and then I adjusted my linkage to accommodate that. But she's looking good, man. We're just waiting on a few more little odds and ends, and been trying to dial in as best I could without not having the engine here, my throttle and brake. Just a little bit of, you know, actuation on the braking, and once I get that rock armor brace, it'll keep the movement. I'm also going to order the aluminum brace for the dual servo, but not right now. I've pretty much spent everything I want to spend right now on this. Got to kind of chill out. Works a little bit slow. We don't want to start dipping into our savings. Last thing that I ever want to do is spend money that's for my future on my hobby. If I have extra cash out of my checks, my bills are paid, I'm putting money in savings, at least 10% of my income, then I can spend money on this. So probably not till March or so will we be able to resume probably the next 8XE, 8XTE on-road speed run truggy. The E-word truggy that I want to build will probably be next. I have been looking at some tires and wheels. All the ones that I'm seeing, they're a little smaller. They're like, these are 7 by 2.75 wide, 7 high, 2.75 wide. Most of the other ones that I'm seeing, the knobbies, the bow ties, the rock and gravel ones from Rovin, they look pretty cool. They're 6 3/4 tall, but they're 3 wide, so a little wider, a little shorter. Also noticed, just for kicks, I took one of these Nightmares off with the Proline Desperados and put it, and the offset is wrong. You can't get, I mean, I could use these wheel nuts, but you can't use these wheel nuts with them. But looking at those Rovin, they're the rear gravel tires. They're a little wider. They're pretty cool. So I don't know. We may pick up a couple of different sets, but that's already been set aside as far as money-wise to get those. I've already got the money to do that, so we will get some new tires. But we'll run these too, man. You know, at first we're just going to be breaking everything in and getting things situated once the engine gets here. I should be hearing from the engine builder any day now saying that it's complete. It's almost been 2 weeks since the purchase of it, so we'll see. It should be getting sent out here pretty soon. But see, we've been on for a bit, and we're about 89 degrees, 85. So they do heat up a little bit, but not more than really what they should. See, even the throttle, and it has no pressure against it. So I'm figuring between 70 and 90 degrees is where these should be sitting. There's a lot of power going directly from this battery. I was also checking my connections and see where they were at, you know. Everything seems fine, but these were getting up to about 190 degrees, and that's no good, man. So, and also when you're driving and stuff, it's going to be cooled by the air, so it'll be a little cooler than that anyway. But I think I got it situated now, which is good. This last thing I wanted to do is burn it out. But that's a good thing about not having the engine here yet, is I've been able to work on a lot of these little things here and there you know, and get things dialed in. Like I was trying to figure out, on the failsafe and the kill switch, I wasn't getting brake actuation, but I figured that out as well. Shout out to a lot of the guys that said stuff to me. I figured it out. It's got a positive on the, well, it's hard to explain. When you go to set the failsafe, you hit the brake, it shows positive 45%. I was like, man, I don't want it to go in throttle, but it was actually negative. So when you shut it down, when you lose power to the transmitter, it shuts it down and hits the brakes, turns the wheel. So I've got all that figured out. Good to go. Same thing on the Baja over there. We've got it situated. Kill switch, it just kills the engine. So anyway, guys, just thought I'd show you all that. We'll get out here and do some running here in a minute. We also got our throttle linkage. It's the upgraded throttle linkage from DDM for the Reed engines. So we got that all installed. Shout out to whoever had pointed that out to me. But I really want to get that rock armor brace in there. That's going to help that out a lot. See, so they're not heating up any more than what they should be. So I really have nothing to go on. I looked up some things, so I'm assuming between 70 and 90 degrees is about right. We're not going through the receiver. We're going direct power from the LiPo to the servos. So, all right, guys. That's going to be it as far as the technical parts. I can't do anything with any of these parts until I get the engine from my engine builder. And as soon as that gets here, you know we're going to do a video on it, guys. Other than that, man, I love the width of this thing, man. It's going to be a lot better. All right, that's going to be it. We'll see y'all here shortly. We'll rip that and possibly the 8XT. So, again, keep doing what you do, man. I ain't mad at you. It's all good, man. We're all in this hobby to learn and to grow. And it really pisses me off when I see people making stupid comments like, you know, I think I saw a comment on there that said, I can't stand to watch this. It's horrible, all that. You know, there's no need for all that, man. Support each other regardless. I got no issues with him. Obviously, he does with me. But, you know, we let things go. We don't hold grudges around here. I was raised different. I was raised better than that. You know, it's just a hobby, guys. There's no reason to treat people like crap. As you saw, I had a long-going feud with Muggy, and you know, I try to squash that. Whether we see eye to eye on certain things doesn't mean we can't support each other in this hobby, no matter who you are, man. So, all right, guys, and again, I saw the video, you know, the COVID and John and all that stuff, man. I was a little late to the game because I had no idea what was going on, but you know, COVID's no joke, man, and glad everything's going okay with you, Mr. Botticelli. That's cool. And stay healthy. I don't know if you can get it twice. I think once you get it, your antibodies build up. So hopefully all the family's safe, man. And you know, shout out to all those people that are keeping it safe and keeping it real. You know, wear your mask and go by the guidelines. There's a lot of people that don't believe in the mask and things like that, man. But hey, you know, like me, I got elderly in-laws, granddad and nana. They live next door, man. And the last thing I'd want to do is see them get sick. We're already, you know, coming to that point to where, you know, we're gladly going over helping, you know, granddad getting in and out. We got him one of those raise up chairs. You know, we do what we have to do for family, people. So life is short. No reason to hold grudges, you know. I'm not asking for anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying life is short. You know, take care of one another. Treat people the way you want to be treated. All right, guys, enough of that crap. We'll see y'all here in a little bit, man. Peace. All right, people. My nose itches. Let's rip a little nitro. Little 8XT with the RCR modded Triton L5. 9886, 41032, and some Badlands. So we took this out of speed run mode, jacked it up a little bit, changed the bell. We're running a 14 bell. Still running Silver Springs. For bashers, man, I suggest using Silver Springs, all aluminum. Let's do this. Man, that Trident engine's badass. Listen to this thing, man. Got no brakes, so fix these brakes. Something's still going on with the brakes. I'm not sure what it is. Gonna have to adjust them. What's going on with the ramp? Little piece of the ramp sticking up. Brakes are no good. She sounds badass, but she got no brakes. It's not hitting the ramp, dude. It's not hitting the ramp. Alright guys, we're only running fronts aren't turning, so let me figure out what's going on with this thing, then we may be back out here. I was wondering what the hell was going on. I'm missing the front dog bone. But it's not. Alright guys, we'll be back in a sec.